Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is all about Brittney Griner. Now, Brittney Griner is a 31-year-old WNBA basketball player, and she's quite popular. And she's one of those basketball players, like lots of other basketball players, when they have their season off and their American team, they go and play internationally. And Brittney Griner was doing just that when she was in Russia. She had played for their team, and for, I don't know the exact reason she was coming home. I think she may have just been wanting to come home. But she's played for their team, and she decided that she's going to come home for one reason or another. So she was going through the airport, and this is on February the 17th. She was going through the airport in Moscow, and her baggage was checked, and there were accusations or claims that there was hashish oil cartridges that are used for vaping devices in her luggage, and that is considered a narcotic drug in Russia. So they detained her, and she is still there. So spirit guides, holy angels, and ancestors, gather around, because tonight we are going to Moscow. Well, I guess I should say today, but by the time this video upload, it'll be tonight. But right now it's about 9 o'clock in the morning here in New York. All right, spirits. Tonight we are going to go to Russia, Moscow. The zip code is 101000. We are in Moscow. The zip code 101000. And we're going to see what she's doing now, but first I would like to go back to the date of February the 17th. That is the date that she went through the airport, and that is the date that she was detained. So we're going to get us 4 cards to get started, and then I actually have some questions today. All right, Spirit, so can you tell us what was going on around Brittney's energy, Brittney Griner's energy, on February the 17th when she entered the airport within a zip code of 101000 in Moscow, Russia? What was the energy? There's one. Oh, I think that's all 4. Oh, thanks, Spirit. In the beginning, all 4. It's actually 5. All right. Let's see what they have to say. It's so early in the morning, they're talking pretty fast. All right. So the first one, the one that was on top, was this 8 of Cups. So light. All right, and as suspected, yeah, this is somebody leaving, going home. And there is a piece of baggage here that I kind of never noticed in the truck before. I know people always say they never notice things in their cards, but it's my assertion that they the spirits manipulate these cards and add objects and take objects away and highlight stuff. So today it's this blue bag. So there is indeed a bag there. All right. And underneath that one, we had the Hermit card. This is the energy of somebody going back to civilization, kind of. Because he's been in this hole, like this, that came out wrong. He's been in this cave-like hole down here, and now he's then got all his stuff together because he's going to go back out into the world again. So this is the energy of going back to, coming back to America, going back to your normal everyday life. All right, and then we have the 8 of Swords, which is kind of like the self-sabotage card, because he poked his own eyes out with these arrows that's supposed to be in the guns. This here is the card. I was looking at it and like listening to it to see if it was gonna say that self-sabotage and the fact that she really did have something. But that's not the energy that they're giving me. That self-sabotage in this energy is the energy that she was there alone. Like, how come there wasn't a teammate or a manager or a coach or somebody at the airport with you? They're giving me that was the mistake she made in this card, was being there alone in that moment of going through the baggage. You know, usually popular people or celebrities, they have like a lot of handlers around them. But it was a period that she was handling herself. There was no one else there. There may have been other Americans there, but they weren't going through the airport with her. She was at the airport by herself. All right. Next, we have the Strength card, which is showing this woman being able to overpower this man. So she felt like she could handle herself, and I'm pretty sure she can handle herself. And again, with the blue bag. So this is the same bag. All right. Oh. And lastly, the 4 coins, where he is now locked away, still trying to get to the light of day, but we're in here counting numbers on the wall, eating terrible jail food. All right. So we are firmly within the energy. All right. Let's question about this bag. All right. And to do that, we're going to use the Tarot in Wonderland deck. And this is the Omega Land deck that's the first cards come out of. All right. Now, if the cards fall to the floor, I only take the ones that fall face down. And if too many come out, I take the top and the bottom. All right, Spirit, we are here. We are in Moscow. It's February. Oh, one's already. That's not how it's supposed to be. We are here. We're in Moscow. It's February the 17th. We're in the zip code 101000. We're now in the airport with Brittany, and she's there alone. She doesn't have like a companion or a coach or anything. But there is a... All right, when I said she's there alone, these two flip down. All right. Well, y'all are going to let me finish this question before you answer it, please. Thank you. All right. She's there alone, and there is a blue bag that keeps coming up in her energy. Can you tell us what was going on with the bag? Was there anything in this bag that should not have been in the bag? Why was the focus on this blue bag? All right. 2 more came out. Or maybe I should do readings early in the daytime. All the time, because they're talking pretty quick this morning. All right, so the blue bag in the airport alone yielded 4 cards. The first card is the 7 of Cups, and this is someone being able to make a lot of choices. But we're asking about the bag. And yeah, there was lots of things in the bag. Let's look. What's all in this bag? So, we have like some kind of entertainment, maybe a magazine or a movie, like some sci-fi stuff. Some candy, it's maybe for the munchies. A little bit of candy. Like Jolly Ranchers, Laffy Taffy, something like some kind of little candy like that. And looks like a gift to bring back to someone. Something that would be used in the kitchen. But I don't really see any narcotics in this picture. I don't see anything smokable. The only thing brighten up. Can I talk, please? The only thing that's bright or lit up like you can smoke it or vape it are these candles, and the candles aren't in the bag. They're just showcasing around the stuff that's in the bag. Like, these are the only things lit up, these candles. And I don't think she's smoking candles. So no, I'm not seeing things in the bag that shouldn't be in there. Let's see what well, we're only one card into the bag card. We got 3 other cards. Okay. Next up was the 2 of Pentacles. So this is money. Valuables. These 2 gold objects. And they're pointing out that both of his hands are, if they're holding both of these bags, that his hands would be full. He has no time to smoke and vape at this moment. He's busy. All right. Next from the bag question is the Lovers, the Gemini card. But that's not the thing that they're pointing out. This is the Red Queen, or the Queen of Hearts. You know her. She usually shows up in the 5 of Swords card, stuff like that. She's the one that likes to cut people's heads off and be like, off with your head. And she's all militant and mean. This is her showing up at the airport to, I guess you can say, antagonize Brittany. This is just security people. And they're like calling someone like, look, hey, over here. Come over here or something. But then you have to think, too, like, why they would want her to stay there. First of all, she was playing for their team, and I'm pretty sure she was a star player. And second of all, some people say to use as a bargaining chip with this whole Ukraine thing. But I don't know much about that, so I'm going to stay out of that question. I might ask the question later on. But, all right, back to the bag. Okay, this is the last card from the bag. And again, no smoking or vaping anything. This is just a fair exchange. This is more like her giving the bag over to go through the machines, or, you know, she's giving it to them till they can look in it. There's nothing in there. Look if you want to look, look. There's nothing in there. All right. Whew, that was a bit of an ordeal. All right, now let's go back to the card where they have, the Red Queen has gotten her detained. This card. I want to know the energy behind her being detained. And to do that, we're going to go back to the Omega deck, and I'm going to use the Spider deck. All right. Move these cards over here. This card in the middle. All right, Spirit, you can leave past the date of February the 17th. And you can come back to today. She's still over there. So we see here in the 4 Coins card that has to do with the affairs of Brittney Griner, who is still in Moscow, which is the zip code of 101000. It's the present day of March the 14th of 2022. She is still detained, and she's here. She's counting the number of days. Can you tell us the energy behind her being detained? All right, that was pretty quick. All right, so this is, this, God, I hate to say it, this does look a little leveragey. I said the energy behind her being detained, these 2 cards came out, the King of Cups and the Judgment card. And these 2 cards are all about her being detained. First, you see he's looking at his watch, counting the time, like how long is this going to go on? How long are they going to let her be over here? How long for somebody to do something? The can that's in his pocket, that's her, like a bargaining chip. Like, I have this can here. If you want it, you know, you're gonna have to do something that I want if you want it. See, the days are being counted, and the time is being measured that she's in there. And this is kind of like having an ace in the hole. right. So the energy is an ace in the hole. All right. And the other card that came out with the energy of her being detained is the judgment. Is somebody coming back? Like she's coming to pick them up off the ground, like someone is coming to pick you up, they're coming back for you. So the intention is everybody assumes that they're gonna come back. Like she probably is thinking like they're not gonna leave me in here. Like why would they leave me in here? So there's the expectation that someone's gonna come back for her. So I think she wants somebody to come back for her. Even the people in Russia want somebody to come back for her because they're ready to will and deal. The negotiations. They're ready. Everyone's ready to start this negotiating. But for some reason, it's stalling. Nothing's happening. She's just in there quietly. Because it's not many people are talking about it. This is very quietly happening. All right. So now that we got the first cards clarified. And the first question was, did she have drugs in the bag? But these 4 cards here already clarified that there were no drugs in the bag. So the second question is, how is she being treated while there? Right. Are they feeding her moldy food? Like, what's going on? Is she being treated well? Is she having access to a lawyer? So let's see. And to do that, we're going to use the Hermetic Tarot to ask that question. Spirit, it is now March the 14th of 2022. She's been detained in Moscow on the zip code of 101000. Can you tell us how she's being treated? Is she being fed well? Does she have access to clean water and stuff like that? How is Brittany being treated? Oh. All right, this is quite a bit. So I'm going to take the top and the bottom. All right. These refer to how she's being treated. All right, so we have the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. So we read the 2 of Cups first. So the 2 of Cups is usually like a Lover's card. You see it says the Lord of Love. So it's like the Lover's card. And actually she had like access to water and stuff like that. So this card does show, you know, the water pouring up and then coming down, and it's in the cups. So she's able to like shower and have water. So they're not like making her wear the same. Because I've never been to jail, so I don't know how it goes. So I think of it like the movies where they like kind of have you in a dog cage or something. But no, she's actually able to, you know, drink, I guess, as much water as she wants and shower and stuff like that. So they're not mistreating her in the fact that she's being physically mistreated. She's just kind of unable to leave. And that's a whole nother trip when you can't go where you want to go. All right. And the last card is the Lord of Swiftness, the 8 of Wands. And this is usually all about quick moving actions or things progressing fastly. What I see here is it's giving me the impression of, you see how all the arrows come up and they kind of get stuck right here? I'm thinking these are communications that she's trying to send out. You know how you like try to send an email or a text message or even write like a snail mail letter? This is the communications trying to get out, that she's trying to send communications out. Because, you know, somebody can be like, oh, yeah, you can use your phone, but then manipulate the internet in a way to where your messages don't go anywhere. This here is the energy of messages that she's trying to send out or people are trying to send into her. But the communication here, the messages and the communication can't go out. So that does answer that question of how she's being treated. She has access to water and, you know, hygiene stuff like that, and could probably even look outside. So there may be a window Well, I don't know. I take the window back. I don't think there's a window. But she has some sort of a view to where she can see something. And the communications is cut off. So this is still the energy from this. Oh my goodness, they're going to start with the beeping. Hold on. All right, I'm going to wrap it up before they get going too much. But this is the energy of her messages not going out. So it's this judgment card of somebody coming back. It's kind of like, why are they not getting back to me? How come nobody is saying anything to me? It's she's been cut off of communication. Her messages aren't getting out and they are not coming in. And again, I am Cleopatra Wallace. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.